So good morning folks and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to do a review of The Demon issue 1 that was released in May 1990 and published by DC Comics. And long version is The Demon issue 1 Lost Souls, featuring our favorite Demon Lord Etrigan. So for those of you who don't know how I do these types of videos, it's pretty simple actually. I usually go through, let's say, an American comic or indie comic, European comic, manga or web comic from, let's say, could be the 60s till 2011, which is fitting for this one, or it could be from 2011 to present day. With the first one I usually mean the Tales from the Past or an overview like this. And there we discuss, who the team is, who did the writing, the art, the pencils, the colors, the letters, who's the editor and the editor-in-chief. To go to a quick synopsis. In the case of a full-on review, which I won't do here because it's way too long and too scattered in certain places to show everything. It will only be a distraction to the overall information that you need to get. Then we go to, the plus and the minus. We put all the good things against the bad things, and we go to a final verdict that goes from, let's say, 10 out of 100, that's 1 out of 10, till 100 out of 100, that's 10 out of 10. And of course, there might be some things you might disagree with me about. If that's the case, no problem, totally fine. But let's try to keep it civil, you know. My goal for these types of videos is trying to bring back, you could call it, the old school times, but I prefer to call it the simpler time, before the days of the internet, before the super chats, before all these e-subs came into the scene and poisoned the well of a medium that should have been in a better state over there in the Northern America. And just discuss which character could be who, if there's good balance between writing and art, pacing, if the plot is going somewhere with the panel to page ratio. That's the discussion that I want to have. I'll also be using the League of Comics Geeks, that's making a comeback, to give you the thoughts of 2 other people who read this issue. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So what's all about is beautiful, by the way. It's written by Alan Grant, Val Semix, I probably butchered the name, Dennis Roger, Todd Klein is the letterer, Dennis does the inks. Robbie Bush is the colorist, Dan Raspler is the editor, and original character created by Jack Kirby, because we get to that in the synopsis. And the letters are, Todd Klein, and the editor-in-chief is Janet Rahn, with the editor being Dan Raspler. And the cover is also done by the same penciler, inks, and who did the letters. So let's get into the synopsis. Well, basically what happens here, for those of you who don't know who Etrigan is, he actually debuted in the early 70s in DC Comics and was later expanded upon. But in this story, Jason Blood is lost in hell, who's the host body of the demon. But in this case, they're separated. So Jason Blood is separated from Etrigan. Merlin saves Glenda and Randu and returns him to reality, away from hell. But that leads to an arrest for some reason. And the police is looking for Jason. That's the plot of this entire story. That's all you need to know. And let's get into the good, bad and the ugly. Well, the good thing is the cover. The interior art is, I don't have to explain everything. It's a beautiful opening page. And show you a little bit of hell. How beautiful this is. Such a beautiful thing. And here's Etrigan, the Demon Lord. And some decent writing. It gives enough important information to understand the whole plot without revealing too much about the story itself. What I also liked is you get a bit of an inside look into Jason and Etrigan's relationship, that they both, that despite from being separated or torn apart. In order for them to succeed in their goals, they still need each other to succeed in. And yeah, secure their ambitions. The ugly thing is, the writing and art feels off sync in certain places, and that's where one reader on the League of Comics Geeks made a valid point. Feels scattered at times, and it could have been more cohesive, but for me, it's a good start. So now we get to the final verdict, which was, mostly positive. The League, 30 people rated it with a 3.7, that's mostly positive. There's one reader that gave it a 5-star review because he liked to, praise things. I do praise things, but with a certain pragmatism, if that's the right word for it. Because I won't score it as high as the league, as the best in the league. I won't score it as low as the one who made the comment about scattered, which is both. I agree with both points, so I'm completely in the middle about this. Therefore, it gets a 71 out of 100. It's a good start. It's a good first issue, but it lacks cohesion in execution. And that makes me think, and it makes me wonder if it could have been a little bit more, or so much more. And that's it for the video. Anyways, it's an overview, so no rambling, because I have work to do. So, talk to you guys later. Chicos, chicas, hasta próxima, and have a wonderful Sunday. Peace.